to all the students and teachers who also might have joined us today. We did a similar session on Tinkerpreneur yesterday. My name is Swati and I'm the Innovation Lead at ATL Innovation Mission. I also lead the Mentor India program here at ATL Innovation Mission. And I'm very happy to see the strong support that we're receiving for Tinkerpreneur from all our mentors across the country. This is a very special program, and we started this last year, realizing a need to bring in entrepreneurship within the ATL Tinkering Labs ecosystem. Given that last year all the schools were hit by COVID, the children were at home and hence they were away from their tinkering labs. We realized that during the summer break, that is the best time to launch something which is like a boot camp, completely virtual boot camp, and which would teach entrepreneurship skills to these students. And hence we came up with the ATL Tinkerpreneur Bootcamp. Last year, we opened it up to all the schools to register, all the ATL schools could participate. This year, the Tinkerpreneur goes bigger and better, open to every student of India, not just restricted to ATL Tinkering Lab students. So all you mentors, whichever mentee schools that you are connected with, please ask them to register themselves and get their teams registered for this bootcamp. The registrations for the bootcamp are open till 15th of April, after which the bootcamp itself will begin on 1st May and end on 3rd July. So it's a 2-month bootcamp, 9 weeks. We realized that ATL Tinkering Lab students, develop so many new innovations, prototypes, and they've been doing that for the last 4-5 years. But they are unable to take that innovation to the next stage. They don't know how to develop a business with the product they've already created. So those are the skills that they will learn through this. They can use the existing products, their prototypes, and build business models, marketing skills, finance skills on this, and finally learn how to pitch their complete business venture to a customer or to a potential investor. So with that, let's get started with today's short presentation. We are going to break down this live into 3 segments. First segment is where we will run through this PowerPoint presentation, which is all the details that you need about Tinkerpreneur. After that, we will go on to registration specific queries, and we have the KidX team with us here today. Amritanshu from KidX is here. KidX is a partner of AIM, and they are hosting the Tinkerpreneur portal, learning management portal for us on their app, on their website. So after Amritanshu and we answer the registration questions, we will then move on to our special guests for this evening. We have a mentor of change who was one of our top mentors from last year's Tinkerpreneur, Mr. Prashant Nair. He is a RMOC Regional Mentor of Change as well, and he will share his journey and his experience of Tinkerpreneur from last year. Then we have 2 students who have featured in the top 20 amongst the 9,000 students that participated. We have 2 girls, Sejal Narang and Aditi Mishra, who will be sharing their experience with you and how joyful this bootcamp was for them and how much they learned from these mentoring experiences when they were connected to Mentors of Change. So let's get started with the presentation. What is Tinkerpreneur? Tinkerpreneur at the end of the day is a summer boot camp. It is not a competition, but it is a boot camp where kids can learn different skills every week. We give them access to a portal, a technology portal, which can be accessed on an app or on a website. Through that, every week, through a set curriculum, they will get access to learning content, which they can learn at their own pace. They don't need to follow a strict time for it. And it is not very complex that they won't be able to do it with their other extracurricular activities that they have going on. So they will get access to this portal, and all the students who register for this will be mapped with mentors of change. Each mentor will get around 12 to 15 teams of students. And throughout the 9 weeks, we will enable your communication with these students, and you can start your mentoring journey with these mentees who are extremely interested and extremely passionate about learning entrepreneurship. And finally, the end objective of this bootcamp is to come up with a business venture of the students. The students build their own business venture at the end of the bootcamp. And they start off by learning tech skills. Through the tech skills, they build a very simple app or a website, and that is their product. On top of it, they add business models, they add their marketing, they add branding, they add their sales pitch, and finally, they send us the entire complete business venture. For students, if you know any mentees that you're already working with, be it ATL or non-ATL students, you can tell them that this is what is in store for them. They get to learn a host of latest 21st century technology skills as well as entrepreneurship skills, which are specially curated for Tinkerpreneur by our mentors, by our partners, which specialize in these domains. They also get a chance to become an entrepreneur by the end of this boot camp. From last year, let me tell you, we had 9,000 kids, out of which we, at the end of the boot camp, had around 600 complete business ventures. The best of these, the top 100 of these business ventures, were then mapped to the Indian School of Business, ISB, who, along with their faculty and their alumni, mentored these children, refined their businesses. And today, the top 20 are going to be pitching this complete business model to investors and, stand a chance to get their first investment at the age of 13, 14. And finally, for students, there are two very special ways of mentoring that they will get. One is from all of you as mentors of change. You will guide them throughout the 9 weeks, one-to-one mentoring sessions. And they also get to attend a host of English as well as regional language sessions that AIM will conduct. These are masterclass sessions on YouTube Live. And we bring in experts from India and the world who conduct these sessions on different topics. So there's lots to learn for students. And all of this also translates to you as mentors. You also get access to all the learning content. So you can also upskill yourself, add new skills to your repository so that when this bootcamp is over, you still have those resources to take it to your mentees even after the bootcamp. You get to create an impact in the sense that you are playing a major role in transforming our next generation of students into entrepreneurs. And we will also have a school teacher mapped to your student teams, mapped to you, and the school teacher will help you communicate with your mentees if there is any encouragement needed for the students. The school teacher is your point of contact to reach out to the students and ensure that there's seamless mentoring that takes place throughout the 9 weeks. There's lots to learn for teachers also. They also get access to all the learning content and all the repository of AIM that we will make available throughout this bootcamp. Some of you would have mentored children even last year's Tinkerpreneur. There is a slight change in it, and this time we've broken up the bootcamp into 2 milestones. Week 1 to week 4 is all about technology and building a product. If you complete that, then you have completed milestone 1, and only then are you eligible. Everybody who completes milestone 1 will get a certificate of participation from Atal Innovation Mission Niti Aayog. All the mentors, all students, all teachers. So this is a step you must reach and encourage all your students to reach till here at least. And then those of you who move on to week 5 to 9, these are the entrepreneurship weeks where we're going to be teaching skills and having sessions on different, areas of entrepreneurship, finance, marketing, business modeling, and so on. And if you complete all these weeks till week 9, you stand a chance to win certificates of excellence for mentors and for students, and of course, the mentorship with Indian School of Business, which will be offered to the top students. This is the overall structure. I've already mentioned some of it. It will include masterclass sessions conducted by AIM. These will be YouTube lives, which will happen almost every day of these 9 weeks. It will contain your access to a learning repository of content, and this will be hosted by KidX. It will also contain one-to-one mentorship with you and your mentees. And finally, all of this that you're learning is not just theoretical. You'll be applying it. Students will be applying it to that digital product that they build in the first 4 weeks. This is the journey of the 9 weeks. We have the first week is acquiring digital skills. The second week is refining those digital skills. You will have access to almost 25 to 30 technology skills such as cloud computing, blockchain, very simple skills also such as scratch coding, Python programming. You have something as simple as what is a QR code and how do you generate it, to as advanced as augmented reality and blockchain and cloud computing. So it's a host of skills. Children can choose to learn as many skills as they wish to learn and submit a simple quiz and an assignment at the end of it. After the first 2 weeks, you come on to building your product. We expect you to build a very simple product because you only get 1 week to do this. So build a simple app or a website and then refine that product in week 4, improve your user experience, the look and feel of it, and then move on to week 5, which is all about business models. Week 6 will cover digital marketing, branding, consumer behavior, and week 7 will be all about business finance. Business finance, you learn all about financial statements, and these are very crucial if you want to really successfully run your startup. Week 8 is all about networking and operations, and how do you build a strong team for your startup? How do you negotiate effectively? And finally, we come to pitching and ethical leadership, both of which are very, very crucial for you, whether you want to pitch to your investor or to your customer. And that will conclude the bootcamp. These are some of the awards and recognitions in store for students, mentors, teachers, schools, everybody who play a part in making this a success. Something that's very unique and different from last year are leaderboard. Leaderboards are going to be available for on the KidX platform, app, and website. And these leaderboards are going to show you and show all the registered students who are the best performing students, best performing mentors, and that will depend on how many skills students have learned, how many assignments as mentors you have graded, how many sessions you've conducted, and so on. So every week you stand a chance to improve your performance and see where you stand. And with that come many other recognition opportunities, including certificates from you. As I already mentioned, top teams who complete week 9 get special programs with ISB and our team partners. With that, let me just take you through the Tinkerpreneur 2021 journey. It'll give you a good glimpse for those of you who are new and are hearing this for the first time. See how the journey was last time, and that'll encourage you to register yourselves as mentors this time.
WhatsApp group and guided me at every step.
देखिए कुछ कंपटीशन हुआ है तो सर कह रहे थे कि कहीं लिख के बताओ। अब मैं
पीपीटी में ये लिख के भेज देता था।
So that was a short glimpse into our journey from last year. And let's move on to the roles and responsibilities you as mentors need to ensure for yourself, encourage your students to fulfill theirs, and the teachers. So, as mentors, we expect you to be responsive to your students. Students will have questions. This is something new for them. So, whenever they write to you a query on the portal or they write to you through the WhatsApp group that you will be added to with your mentees, please be responsive. Take regular sessions for them on mentorship, and we will help you learn these skills because the masterclass sessions that we conduct will be on those topics, and you can watch those and then plan your mentoring sessions with your mentees. And finally, students will be submitting their assignments for each skill and each week. So we expect you to go through it, grade them. There'll be fixed grades that you can give them, and it's very, very user friendly on the system. Please grade them and encourage them, give them feedback on their assignments. As students, their responsibilities are that they need to be responsive to you as a mentor. They need to attend the sessions that AIM organizes, that you as mentors organize, and be diligent in completing the quizzes and assignments. Teachers play a strong role as a supporting, they play a supporting role for you as well as for the students. And if you have any communication gaps with your students, teachers are your point of contact. This is the how a Tinkerpreneur unit will look like. We will have 12 to 15 student teams mapped to one mentor of change, and these student teams will most likely come from a single school. All these student teams will be mapped with one teacher from that school who will help you throughout the bootcamp, and this entire unit will be mapped to one ATL Innovation Mission's point of contact or a volunteer. And this will be a point of contact for any bootcamp related queries that you have, and they will be a part of your WhatsApp group as well. For students, this is the flow for the next few steps that you need to take before the bootcamp goes live and even after that. Finish your registration by 15th April, then start thinking of a problem statement. Look around you, look in your neighborhood, in your school, in your home. If you see a problem that you think can be solved with a digital product, think of that, discuss it with your team members, and then when we give you access to the portal, which will be end of April, you can log in. You will be able to see who your mentor is, who the teacher is that is mapped to you, and there will be a link that you can join a WhatsApp group where your mentor will already be there. Join that group before 1st May. Attend all the masterclass sessions that ATL Innovation Mission conducts. These are going to be extremely helpful to you, and start learning the tech skills and the entrepreneurship skills. Remember to submit your assignments and keep checking the leaderboard to see if you've won any, if your name is there. You will also win digital trophies and medals, which you'll be able to share on social media. And this is for both students and mentors. For mentors, a similar flow again. 1st April to 15th April is your registration window. Log into the portal, check your student mapping, join the WhatsApp group with the link that will be on the portal, attend the masterclass sessions, start scheduling mentoring sessions with your students, respond to their queries, grade the assignments, and give them feedback, and finally encourage them to finish the bootcamp. This is a similar flow for teachers, as I already mentioned for students. Keep encouraging the mentor and your mentees to complete the bootcamp. And now to the most exciting part of prizes and leaderboards. This is what is in store for you as students and as mentors. Participation certificates will be given to everybody who at least completes till week 4, and that is not too much to ask. It will not take up too much of your time. In terms of time commitments, we expect around 3 to 4 hours from you as mentors to take your mentoring sessions. And then, of course, the time that you will attend our masterclass sessions, that is up to you. For students, you will have the entire week to go through that learning content. It will not take you more than 2 to 3 hours to go through it and submit the quiz and assignment. So it's not very time intensive and it can be done at your own pace. So don't miss out on that opportunity to win the participation certificate at least. Going forward, if you find yourself pushing yourself to reach week 5 and week 9, after that there is so much more that you can gain. You would have learned the entrepreneurship skills that business school students learn at that age. You will know all that is to know. You will get the top students will get mentored by ISB, which is the top business school in India. The faculty, the alumni are going to help you even pitch your product to get investments. So it is a complete journey to become a successful entrepreneur. Do not miss out on this. Mentors, the top 50 mentors, also get an invite to our annual mentor roundtable. This is very coveted for our mentors, which is a chance, the only chance where we invite the best mentors to Niti Aayog, or given the situation, we have done it virtually last year. We have invited the CEOs of the top startups, unicorns of India, and dignitaries from the government, and you get a chance to meet and greet and interact with them and network with them. And you also get a mention in our own Gems of Mentor India book that we launch every year with your photograph and your story. So lots to learn and lots to gain for you as mentors and for students. With that, I wanted to show you um, where you can find the links, the registration links to register as a mentor. This is our aim.gov.in Atal Innovation Mission website. Click on this Tinkerpreneur banner and you'll be taken to a page that has all the information of Tinkerpreneur this year and of last year. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to see the Tinkerpreneur brochure, which again has all the details and that has been shared with the mentors. This is a link for you to register yourself as mentors. And it's a very simple form, won't take you more than 5-6 minutes to fill. The other place that you can also find the registration link is on the KidX website, and this is the URL. Over here, you can see the ATL section, and if you click on this, you'll be able to find all the registration links as well. And details about the bootcamp, the curriculum, how it's going to look like, and everything that I shared in this PPT is also available here for you to refer to. So with that, I want to hand, and if you have any questions related to registrations, please type it in the YouTube comments section and we will try to answer as many of them. With that, let me hand it over to Amritanshu, who's here from the KidX team. Amritanshu, over to you. Any thoughts on registration and what mentors can do best?
Sure, sure. So first of all, thank you, Swati. I think I want to start off with thanking all the mentors who have tuned in. Um, in the land of India, we have always looked up to mentors and teachers. I have rated them and have put them far higher than even the gods. That's what the value that they have brought to the ecosystem. And I'm very thankful to all of the individuals who are watching it and all of the individuals in advance, all the mentors who will be mentoring this time. And we are honored to be part of this journey. And thank you, AIM, for selecting us to be part of this journey. There's a truly exciting journey for us together. Having said that, first thing is, if you find any issue in filling the form, please email at info@kid-ex.com. That's your one way of raising any request. We have dedicated individuals who work around the week and would be able to resolve any issue that we may face during registration or at any point in the future while you are assessing or providing feedback to the students. Point number two is that we have a state-of-the-art developed in India, made in India platform. This is something that will help us provide one single portal to all the mentors, wherein they would be able to log in using OTP. When you register the mobile number that you provide, we will have it allocated provided a role already to that. And the students who are mapped to you, you will continue to receive their assessments, or their submissions as such on that portal. It's a very easy to use portal wherein you will see the video or the images or the PDFs, whatever is shared by the children. You'll be able to see them. You will be able to grade them as well, and you'll be able to relay the feedback to the students as well, just from one single click. And you do one, you get to the next, so on and so forth. Okay, it's a very easy to use thing. We have been using it for the past 1 year or so. Very stable platform as such. And the best part is that to log in, you don't have to remember your passwords, etc., etc. As long as you get the OTP, right? And you have a valid internet connection, you'll be able to do so from your mobile or from any desktop assets. Third thing is that right now there are a lot of mentors who have who want to go over and beyond as well, right? And they have towards the service of the nation. My college motto was towards dedicated to the service of the nation. I see that all the mentors are also dedicated to the service of the nation and such. If you wish to do something more as well, which is beyond the allocated participants, if there are submissions which are long overdue, they will be also allocated to you. You'll get a different view on them that will get released from the common pool. If there are mentors who will drop out, we understand that there are, let's say, natural events that happen in everyone's life, including mentors as well. Right? There may be something which has happened on the happiness side or on the discomfort side. Happiness being, let's say, it's your anniversary, it's your some other thing as well, some events in the family which can't be avoided. You're otherwise preoccupied to be there. Or if in the sad part as well, let's hope that that's not the case. But then things need to be managed. So we would have the allocation engine running at the back end to ensure that if something is not assessed, if the submission is not assessed, within 3 days, that will be allocated to a common pool, and for the individuals or for the mentors who are available, they would be able to assess it. So that will ensure that the feedback is relayed to the children in the most let's say in the best possible time possible so that the children benefit because of your services towards the nation. Sorry, would there be any other question that would be there for me to answer? I was looking at the YouTube.
Yeah.
Is there any question?
So the first question is it necessary to have teams or can we do it individually? So to answer that, students have to form teams, either a 2-member team or a 3-member team. Individual registrations like last year are not allowed. Please form a team. And this year, non-ATL schools can also participate. And there is no mandate to have an ATL student as a part of your team if you are a non-ATL school. You can participate purely as a non-ATL school, but you must reach out to an ATL school near you. Ask that principal or the ATL in charge to fill that form for you. So they will put in their details, ATL in charge details, and then register your student teams under their umbrella. So that is the process, and you'll be able to then participate. And what is the qualification and experience required to work as a mentor? This program, Tinkerpreneur Bootcamp, is only open to the AIM mentors of change. If you wish to become a mentor of change, you can, register yourself as a mentor through our portal. It's available on our website. So you can apply to be a mentor, but only those who are mentors till 1st May, actually till 15th April, can register themselves. And from that pool, there is no limitation on your experience or your age. Anyone who's a mentor of change can register as a mentor. So I think we have only these 2 questions that are, as of
I
now,
think
come
there
back.
is one more. I think let me phrase that question. Okay. Sanjan Pangam is the person is asking that only one school has only 4 to 5 interested members. So maybe I break that question into two parts, and you can respond. One is, can students make inter-school teams as well? That is, from a team having team members from two different schools. That is number one. And number two, that how do we size the teams so that individuals who are just watching this video, they would be able to answer.
I think I'll let you take the question on inter-school teams because
Sure.
there is a limitation right now. So you can answer that probably.
Sure, sure. So you can have individuals from two different schools as well who can participate. So one ATL school can, a student from one ATL school can register, and they can invite students from other schools to also participate. If they are not from same school, just drop a note to info@kidex.com notifying that you have registered, and that should be as a response to the registration confirmation email that you receive from info@kidex.com, that your actual school is, and you provide the school name, full school details of the name, and we will make changes accordingly. That's point number one. Point number two, schools which are not part of the ATL ecosystem, they can also participate, and they can go to the nearby ATL school and request the principal to request the administration there to fill up a form, which will be available on KidX website as well as AIM website tomorrow onwards. So that the event becomes open and truly for the benefit of the nation, for all the students who are studying between 6 to 12 class. Coming to the second question, which is if there are 4 to 5 students, if there are 4 students, you can pretty much make two. You must make two teams assets of two individuals. Each team needs to have 2 to 3, min 2, maximum 3 students in that team. So if there are 4, please make a team of two individuals each. If there are 5, make teams of 2 and 3, so that you can have at least 2 teams participating. Maybe Swati, you can also communicate whether it is mandatory for ATL schools to participate, if you want to cover that.
So, as a part of the compliance and you've received the grant as an ATL school, we expect each school to participate in the ATL Innovation Mission's organized innovation challenges, which include the ATL Marathon and ATL Tinkerpreneur. So we expect at least 5 teams minimum from each school that has received a grant. And the more number of teams you register, that school and that principal will get special recognition, will get invited to interact with our mission director, and will get certificates of excellence for that particular ATL. So do register, push your students to register, and the more teams we see from your school, the happier it will make us. What is the age limit and class limit? So ATLs, the ecosystem of ATLs begins from class 6th onwards till class 12th. So any student between class 6 to 12th can participate. And yeah, so this list of ATLs around you can be found on the AIM website. I'm sure we have 10,000 schools almost, so you will find a school near you. If you're not able to write to info@connect.com, and we'll try to connect you with a nearby school so that you can interact with them virtually or over a phone call. So do that. And with that, let me thank you, Amitabh. I think you've covered most of the questions. And
There's one more question. What is the age limit and class limit to participate?
yeah, I
I
just
think one
answered
more,
that.
can people participate individually?
Yeah, we've covered those. We've covered those. It's 6 to 12, and no, only team participation is allowed. So,
Perfect.
in case any of you have joined late and you wish to, see the previous question answered, this is on YouTube. It will stay on YouTube. Please go and watch the whole video. With that, thank you, Amitabh, and let's now hear from our special speakers who are here. We have a mentor of change, a regional mentor of change, Dr. Prashant Nair. And sir, you were one of our top mentors from last year's Tinkerpreneur. You've been engaged with ATLs for such a long time now. You are an academician yourself. What is, how has your experience been, and what would you like to say to the other mentors who are watching this and who will be watching this video?
Thank you, Swati ji. Am I audible? Yeah. So, actually speaking, the Tinkerpreneur experience has been really awesome. Last year, we started this Tinkerpreneur program, and it's actually a very revolutionary idea. The reason is because, as an academician, I've been working in Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham, which is ranked as the #1 private university in India for almost 2 decades. And I've seen hundreds of students, doing projects and so on and so forth. And across India, you have millions of student projects. But if you see the transition of these student projects from project to prototype, prototype to product, and product to startup, so that millions of ideas and projects, when it becomes very less and it moves on to the prototype, and again further it reduces to when it becomes a full-fledged product, and the startup is probably in single digits or double digits. So that I think that Tinkerpreneur is a revolutionary idea which can change that. And it's kind of very revolutionary because we are not talking about students going for professional education like engineering or humanities, but school children. That's the kind of the revolutionary aspect which Tinkerpreneur serves to address. So I had a real wonderful experience, guiding the students, and they were from the school that I've been mentoring for the last 3 years, which is very nearby my university in Coimbatore. So anyways, I knew those students, but it was really nice to kind of guide them, go through the entire, the complete product life cycle. You're going through the life cycle of a product in 9 weeks, starting from conceptualization, ideation, building it, kind of marketing it, pitching it, testing it, the entire life cycle. So that's a real kind of very, very good experience. Plus, I also had a chance to contribute to the entire, the entire community in Tinkerpreneur by taking a few sessions on, if I recall, business finance, business models. And the best part I would say was, we had sessions in regional languages. So I was able to take a couple of sessions in my mother tongue. My mother tongue is Malayalam. And it was really nice listening to the questions from the students on thing. So that way, the program is very, very unique, very, very rewarding. And the culmination, the finale, we were really inspired. We had Mr. Narayana Murthy, whom all of you probably know as the co-founder of Infosys, inspiring our children. I mean, it's so inspiring to see our children asking questions to Narayana Murthy on business ethics. So all in all, it was a really good experience, and it's another wonderful initiative from ATL Innovation Mission. Like whether it's the incubation center, whether it is the vernacular innovation program, whether it is the marathon. I think all these initiatives have played a very important role in the entire country, moving up the innovation ladder. I think in the last 5 years, India has moved from 80 to 46 in the innovation rankings, the world innovation ranking. And I'm sure ATL Innovation Mission has played a very pivotal part in that. So I'm so excited to be again part of this journey. Let's hear from the others also. Thank you very much, Swati.
Thank you, sir. I hope you've registered yourself.
Yeah. I have already completed that.
Excellent. And to all the mentors who will be watching this, it's a life-changing experience for students, and you will play a role in that. So do register. And with that, let's move on to our two other special guests. One is Sejal Narang, and the other is Aditi Mishra. Both are top 20 students from our Tinkerpreneur 2021 bootcamp. So let's start with Sejal. Hi, Sejal. Can you hear me?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Sejal, tell us about your journey and your learning experience from Tinkerpreneur last year. Anything that, stayed with you throughout the boot camp, and how has your thinking changed after you've completed this boot camp?
Sure, ma'am. Thanks for asking this question. I am Sejal Naran, student of Hansraj Model School, Punjabi Bagh. I was keen to share my experience to all the aspirants. Before that, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my Hansraj Model School ATL organizers, my mentors, both ATL as well as ISB, for helping me every step of my overall ATL Tinkerpreneur 2021 journey. Without their support, I would not have thought of achieving this milestone. My overall experience of ATL Tinkerpreneur has been awesome. I started my journey reluctantly with 9 weeks bootcamp session without knowing what would that have been and what was going to be an impact on me. When I started attending 9 week sessions, I was thinking it would only be a technical sessions to learn new digital skills. But gradually, I realized it had much more than what I expected to make you an entrepreneur. You would not realize by the end of this fact you have 5 years to do something in life. This program covers all key areas required to launch your digital product, starting from learning to build product, create business model, prepare marketing strategy to market your product, also learn how to make your product commercial and earn revenue out of it. And the most important aspect is how to pitch your product to investors like you would have seen in Shark Tank. My product was top 100 built by real students. We got special mentors for this whole program. A mentor for weeks for camp and later from Indian School of Business ISB for 5 weeks to refine our product as a professional. My product is now among top 20 shortlisted product across India to be pitched to the investors. My product name is She Empower. It is a digital platform which will help housewives and non-working women to learn and own all from all from one place without stepping out of their home. I am going to pitch my product to investors next month. All credit goes to my mentors, ATL team, school, and my family. I remember I had my school exams both time when I was to submit my project to ATL. They all supported me like a family and gave me confidence to continue to achieve what I have aspired for. My ISB mentors' experience was also awesome as they helped me think beyond my imaginations and encouraged and guided me to refine my business idea so that we could take small steps to win the big battle. They made me run surveys to check the interest area of women and focus on those areas first. I feel ISB mentors added additional lens to view my idea and focus on more specifics. My next plan is to launch my dream product soon, and I want to make difference in at least 1 million women's lives soon. I wish you all should participate in this program. You never know when would you get a right path, and ATL could be source for you to shape your future and dreams. I am a firm believer of कर्म करते जाओ, फल की इच्छा मत करो. With this mindset, you will always learn new things, and I will also feel proud of yourself one day with a unique contribution to various initiatives started by Government of India like Startup India, Skills India, and Atmanirbhar Bharat. I have decided to start my journey now. It's you who have to start your journey next. I want to give message that winners don't do different things, but they do things differently. So be different and be aspirant.
Thank you so much, Sejal. That was very inspiring to hear your story, to hear about your product. I remember going through your pitch video and your pitch deck, and it was amazing to see that children as young as you are thinking of these problems and are thinking of solutions as well, which are implementable, which you have already implemented and are now going to take it to the market. And all this comes from the minds of school children. So this is incredible to know. Thank you for sharing that. And we hope to see you this year as well in Tinkerpreneur and all your friends from your school and from all the schools around you to participate in this bootcamp. Thank you. And Aditi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Aditi. We would
Hello,
like to
ma'am.
hear your experience as well. You are also one of our top 20 students. And do tell us how you thought about your product, how has your journey been, and what are your next steps for your business?
Yes, sure, ma'am. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Aditi Mishra from M&E International School, Noida, and I'm one of the top 20 students. I developed the Android mobile app Indie Exam. Indie Exam provides information about important exams for school children. When I came across the Tinkerpreneur program, I decided to give it a try because I learned programming in school. I was exposed to many changes in app development, but because of my ATL mentor Shivam sir, I managed to overcome them and I completed my app on time. When I made it into the top 100, I was overjoyed. Then was the difficult part. I was told to prepare the pitch deck and I had no clue how to go about it. But then I was assigned Miss Medha Sinha as my mentor from the Indian School of Business. She helped me understand and execute some very important details pertaining to the pitch. For example, explaining what the pitch even is because I didn't know that. She helped me perfect it and she was an invaluable asset in my journey. I would like to thank the Tinkerpreneur program for giving me a platform to enhance and showcase my skills. It provides a great opportunity to students, and so I hope that more and more students will register for the competition.
Thank you, Aditi. We are glad to know that, next month you'll be pitching your venture to investors to get funding, and that takes courage, that takes persistence to reach this level.
Yes,
Given
ma'am.
COVID, given all your classes and exams that you've been going through, thank you so much for doing this, completing this journey. You are an inspiration. Both of you
Thank
are
you,
an
ma'am.
inspiration to all our students. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
ma'am.
much. And thank you to all the mentors
I
for
have a question,
last year.
Swati.
Yeah, yeah.
If I may
Okay,
ask to
sure.
these two guys,
Yes.
how much are you guys raising? Sejal and Aditi, you're pitching to the investors. Oh, how much are you guys
Yes,
raising?
sir.
How much money are you expecting or want to get?
You
Well,
have seen short time, right?
yeah, currently I'm valuing my app at 1 lakh.
Okay, that's very nice.
And
And how much are you expecting to dilute? Your equity is 100%. That is fully owned by you.
yeah, yeah.
It will
So how
continue to
much?
be owned by them, Amritanshi, because these are school children. They
Sure,
will
sure.
hold and own their app and product throughout, at least till
Okay.
they, reach 12th, and after that they can decide how they want to scale. Yeah.
So this is amazing. And how much are you guys raising? I mean, is there a raising concept as well, Swati? That they'll get some money to fund.
It'll be like a grant money that they get,
Sure,
and that
perfect.
will help them refine their product, take it to the app stores, which, all of these stages cost money. So those are the things that that this grant money will help them with. And we are hoping to know that amount soon. It's happening next month. So
Sure.
let's see, and that is something we will keep everyone informed through our social media. And
Perfect.
congratulations and all the very best to both of you. We hope you raise money and we hope you can take your product to the market.
That is very exciting. I'm actually excited about these young guys. I mean, they're just barely 12, 13, right? Aditi?
Yeah.
Tejan? Again, I'll reiterate
Yes,
what
sir.
I said yesterday. I have a background. I am from IIT and IM, but I met my first investor at the age of 36 years. And you guys will be meeting not just one investor, but multiple investors at such young age. So congratulations to both of you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Great, thank you. And this session was extremely inspiring to all of us at AIM. You guys drive us to continue doing this work, to continue bringing new programs to AIM, so that it benefits you, benefits the mentors and the teachers. Thank you so much, Amritanshu, Dr. Prashant sir, and Sejal and Aditi. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck for this year's Tinkerpreneur.